players, and they were asked who the best current player is right now. LeBron won that vote 28%. Jokic and Giannis round out the top three. Shannon, I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess you agree.
Hey, look at it. Look at it now, America. What you got to say? These are former players. 101 of them. That's a large sample. You like sample size. You like a large sample size. Don't give you one or two. They gave you 101. Not Dalmatians. Former NBA players.
I think it might have been Dalmatians. It might have been. They asked 101 Dalmatians what they thought.
You know what, Skip? I'm surprised. I'm shocked.
I knew you would be.
I'm shocked.
Thank you.
No, I can't put him over Giannis and Nikola Jokic. I just can't. I've been adamant about that, and you see how close it is. Even if you take LeBron James out of the equation, Nikola Jokic got 21.2, Giannis got 21% of the vote. That just goes to show you how close it is. Skip, I can't put LeBron, and I think LeBron is phenomenal. He's had an outstanding year. But I believe the two best players currently in the NBA are Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so I am surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm happy. I'm ecstatic that people still are giving LeBron his flowers, because normally the old head, but I think it has something to do with they appreciate LeBron for what he's doing currently, but they don't want to take it. They don't want to put him over the guy that a lot of these guys played against, which is Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Skip, yes, I am surprised. I am shocked that they said LeBron James currently still is the NBA's best player.
Thank you for your objectivity. I was also shocked until I read a couple of the quotes, one from Jermaine Jones. Do you remember Jermaine Jones, who played at Georgia? I went to watch his workout in Chicago ahead of that draft. He could really shoot it. But his point was he picked LeBron James, voted for LeBron, because the body of work and what he currently is doing at his age makes him the best of his time. Well, okay, if we're talking about the impact body of work, well, it's not even close.
No.
Okay,
no.
But I didn't think that was the definition of the category.
Right.
The best current player is not LeBron James. So this forces a few things. Again, Embiid doesn't even get any votes here. I don't know what people are not seeing. Do these guys watch?
They don't. What the question is, what are you seeing? Because 101 people didn't see anything.
I'm seeing a guy who's led the league in scoring much of the year until Luka just took over, and then wait, Luka is now leading the league in scoring, and he didn't get to take the last shot. Don't get me started on that again. But the point is, Embiid is dominating on both ends of the floor. Philly over the last 2 months has been a top 2 team in the league in record. And you at least deserve some votes at the bottom here, because Kyrie got 2.2%. Would I take Embiid over Kyrie?
Absolutely. You absolutely would.
I just would. Okay. And then there's this other guy who got 11.8%, named Kevin Durant, newly of the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Kirk Goldsberry of ESPN did a sensational piece. It's like third level, but he is making the case that on dribble jump shots where you have to create your jump shot, they're mid-range jumpers.
Yeah.
He is putting up historical
There might
numbers.
not be anybody better ever.
And I don't know if there's ever been anybody better on mid-range, because he's 7 feet tall.
Right.
And when he gets to his spot, and he can get to it by himself.
Yes.
Because he can take a couple of dribbles to the left and get you right where he wants you.
Right.
And go straight up over you, and you can't do a thing about it. You just hope he misses the shot.
That is correct.
And he's 55%. Well, but even this year, he's still playing it. He was putting up MVP caliber numbers before he got hurt in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Okay, so he deserves some shine here. Like he is.
I mean,
they got
in top 5.
Okay, all right, but again, you just said Jokic and Giannis, right?
I'm just saying who I think the best players are right now. And I Skip, I've been with this the entire year. That is the two best players in my estimation are Nikola Jokic and Giannis.
Okay, so now it forces me to probably, in your view, nitpick. It's hard for me to say LeBron is the best player going when he has shot the ball so poorly from distance this year. It's just been, even by his standards, it's been a terrible year.
Has he shot it worse than Giannis? Has he shot from the free throw line worse than Giannis?
Okay, but I don't care about Giannis shooting from distance, because he's such a terror in the lane.
What about free throws?
Well, obviously, LeBron ranks 92nd in free throw shooting.
Where's that?
75.9. It's below that. I didn't look it up, but I'm not trying to make Giannis's case or unmake it.
Okay.
But the point is, LeBron is sitting right now 30.8% from three. I'm assuming Giannis is probably somewhere in that neighborhood because he's been a little better from three. Embiid's 36% from three. But the point is, LeBron ranks 145th in the league in three-point shooting, yet he's 36th in the league in attempts. So he's taking a fairly high number. He's taking about 7 a game. And too many times he goes 1 for 7. And it's hard on the team because it takes too many possessions away. It's not his forte. I think he did need the math to make sure that he caught and passed Kareem because 3 is just better than 2. And if you make enough threes, it just keeps adding up. It's the new math of, it's like the new algebra of the NBA. It's just shoot threes. It's college actually discovered that before the NBA did. Okay. And then I'm going to say it one last time, and I'm not going to beat the dead horse that appears to be the Lakers right now, but I've got 9 times this year when a game was on the table for LeBron to close the deal, and for whatever reason, he just couldn't. I'm just going to give you 3 or 4 quick cases. You remember that Indiana, speaking of Indiana, who beat Dallas last night? But the Lakers were up 17 with 10 minutes left at home. This is all the way back in November. And down the stretch of that game in the fourth quarter, LeBron scored 4 points on 2 of 8. Well, it's not good enough because you got to beat Indiana at home if you're up 17. So he couldn't close that deal. Then he misses the game-winning 3 with a second left against Boston at home. And then there was that classic game against the Mavericks, the double overtime game. And in the fourth quarter and 2 overtimes, he went 2 of 11 and 0 for 5 from 3. Well, it just wasn't. The game is big. It's begging, LeBron, you do this. You win the game.
So I just want to make sure I'm hearing you correctly. So there's no possible way I can go back and look at games that Nikola Jokic didn't close but could have. Giannis could have closed but didn't. Kevin Durant could have closed but didn't. Steph Curry. So LeBron James, of all the players that got a vote, he's the only one that didn't close a game that could have closed or should have closed.
Sacramento at home, they led by as many as 14 in the first half, and down the stretch in the fourth quarter, LeBron went 1 of 7. And they lost by 5. Okay, it's another. I can give you 9 of those.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
and again, all those guys, I'm sure they all have them. But now, if we're talking about 101 ex-players said he's still the best player,
right?
I'm saying I can't see it. I'm going to give you one big point, though. One big point of respect. LeBron has improved all the way up to 37th in defensive win shares this year. That's sensational. Seriously, because he used to be like
look at
200.
Get the surprise at your boys.
Okay. Well,
you say that surprisingly.
37th at age 38?
When you to go, what surprises you when you to go? Nothing should surprise you. He to go. What part about GOAT do not understand? I've spelled it for you 25,000 times since I've been on the air with you.
I give you this. He is the phony GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
Give you that. I give you that.
Yes.
I concede he is the phony GOAT. I've told you that from the start. He isn't even in the same breath, the same universe, the same galaxy with Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
All I know is that we look down. When it comes to scoring points, we look down on everybody. Who's looking down on us? God?
Michael Jordan he won a Defensive Player of the Year. LeBron ever
We got robbed. Hold on. Skip, think about this here. Marc Gasol was not even first team all defense. And how do you win Defensive Player of the Year? How do you win Defensive Player? Okay, how can you win the MVP and you don't make the Pro Bowl or you're not first team all pro? Have that ever happened? But that's what happened. They robbed a man.
9 times Michael Jordan made first team all defense. 5 times LeBron made first team.
Go did that.
9 to 5.
He's the only man that could guard 1 through 5. Michael Jordan couldn't guard a big point guard. Magic Johnson was cooking it until Scottie Pippen took him in game 2. He had a triple-double on Mike in game 1 and they lost it. Yeah. You remember back in 91. Go look it up, ladies and gentlemen, if you think I'm lying.
I was sitting at courtside.
And so you watched Magic Johnson cook him, huh? Okay.
I watched Michael Jordan suffocate people playing half courts, just trap defense. I've never seen that like it before.
You see LeBron go 1 through 5. We went to the small lineup. You got Duncan. You mean to tell me you want me to guard a man that got 5 titles? He got 3 Finals MVP, 2 regular season MVP, as a 15-time All-Defensive Player, a 12-time All-NBA player. Yep, you got it, Bron. No problem. Roger that.
I watched LeBron in 2013 take Tony Parker and take him out of the game. Point guard.
The year that Derrick Rose won the MVP. Go look it up, ladies and gentlemen at home. Look what he did to him. Mincemeat. Made him fettuccine. Spam. Bologna. Hot dogs.
What happened in 2014 in the NBA Finals?
He one man.
Huh. Oh, now he's one man. Well, you act like he's 5 men in one.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. What did he do? What did he do in the 2013 finals? In the 2012 finals?
He came, he unraveled down the stretch of Game 6, and his legacy got saved by Ray Allen. He LeBricked a three-pointer to tie the game, and there was a long rebound out to Chris Bosh.
He hit
kicked
3 threes
it to
in
Ray Allen.
You know Ray was down 10 points to start the fourth? They was down 10.
Yep.
They scored 22.
Did you
they
know
scored 30 points. He scored.
Would you believe LeBron James in that game, in the last minute, turned it over twice? Unforced errors. Just like, what are you doing,
And guess
LeBron?
what we did? We fouled Kawhi. We fouled Ginobili.
Yeah.
And what happened to him?
Kawhi was 17 years old at that point. Yeah.
They're like, what's that noise? Earthquake. That's Kawhi knees shaking.
You know what it was? It was people stomping out into the night because they were sick and tired of watching their Heat lose to the Spurs.
And then what happened?
Half the building left.
What happened?
Ray Allen happened.
And then we got the overtime.
Greatest
and then what happened?
shot ever.
And then what happened?
We were
Overtime.
shot in the heart.
No. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now, you just told me when LeBron James, when they went to overtime against Golden State,
Yeah.
and I say they were distraught. I mean, they had a, no, that's got to be, you mean to tell me a team with first ballot Hall of Famer, Kawhi Leonard,
Yep.
a first ballot Hall of Famer in Tim Duncan,
Yep.
a first ballot Hall of Famer in Tony Parker,
Yep.
and Manu.
Yep.
Y'all was shot, and arguably one of the top 3 or 4 coaches that ever coached the NBA game. Y'all was shot to the heart.
By Ray Allen.
Shot to the heart,
Yep.
and you're to blame. You remember that song?
Pat Benatar.
That's what we did to you.
I can't believe you know who Pat Benatar
I know who Pat
is.
Benatar is. I sure do.
Huh. Okay. All I know is I can't make the math work on this because Michael Jordan won the scoring title 10 times to LeBron's 1 time, 10-1, and yet LeBron somehow became the all-time leading scorer. How do you become the all-time leading scorer when you can't shoot? You can't shoot. You're a lousy shooter, but you
Did the ball go in the hoop?
Huh.
Did the ball go in the hoop?
It's called longevity.
The ball go in the hoop.
Longevity.
How many guys can say they average 25 points a game for 19 straight seasons?
That's what he did. And I used to call him Iron Man until now. And he's Clayman.
Hey, it happens.
It does.
I tell you what,
It happens to the best
I'm going to see if you still driving that Corvette 25 years from now.
I might own it 25 years. I might not be driving
exactly.
it.
It's going to be sitting. It's gonna be
It might be sitting in my garage somewhere.
Exactly.
As my collector's item.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to get need something else to collect this item.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm still liking it, though.
Get you a split window.
Yeah, but it was specially made for me, and I just...
That was special made
It
for
was.
you.
It was
no
the
special
last
made.
one made. It was.
They was gonna make
Bowling Green, Kentucky.
They was gonna make that car regardless.
No,
and
they
you
were
have to
not.
request.
That is false. I was late to the party, and they said, okay, we love Undisputed. We're going to make you one. They'd already started the new ones.
Well, I should have had, if I'd knew that, I said, well,
You
make
should
me
have
one.
asked
too.
one. You should have asked for one. I could have done it. I could have gotten you
I'm not a
one.
big guy. I'm not a big guy.
Okay. It's got 755 horse, man. It flies. It's a rocket ship.
Maybe they can make me a 70 Chevelle.
Okay. Well, that would work.
Yeah.
I just watched Ricky Bobby the other night. That's what he was driving.
Yeah, 70 Chevelle.
69, actually.
Oh,
But,
LS6?
well, it's
Colin
the
Duncan?
SS396.
Oh, it's through that. I like the SS. You got to get the rally. You got to get the rally strike. Got to have it. Got to have it. Black with
Maybe
red.
we can have a Pat Benatar, Lil Wayne duet, and we can shoot
Yeah,
a music
maybe.
video in front of all these cars.